Hey guys, Travis Gillespie here. We're working with graphing inequalities, and I'm going to get an inequality on the screen here. So 4 is less than 6. Is this a true statement? Well, you might be able to tell pretty quick, but I want to go ahead and put it on the number line just so we can see it. So I'm just going to put a couple hash marks here, and let's just say this is 4 and this is 8 here. So 6 is somewhere in between 4 and 8. Well, that means that 6 is actually larger than 4, which makes this inequality a true statement. But I want to ask, what would happen to the symbol if I were to divide 4 by a negative number or multiply it by a negative number? So let's actually put that up here. So what happens if we either divide or multiply by a negative number? So let's actually put that down, negative. So we're looking at what happens to that symbol. Well, let's go ahead and just divide 4 by negative 2 real quick. So negative 2. And if I do it to this side, I've got to do it to the other side. So divide by negative 2. Well, 4 divided by negative 2 will give me negative 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put negative 2 down. 4 divided by negative 2 is a negative number. Also, 6 divided by negative 2 is a negative number. So now I want to ask, well, what should I do with this symbol? Should I bring it down exactly as it is? Well, if I did, it would look like this. Negative 2 is less than negative 3. And on the number line, I know that negative 3 lands further away from 0 when compared to negative 2. So is negative 2 truly less than negative 3? No, this is not a true statement. So we've got to fix this symbol to make this statement a true statement. So what I have to do is flip this symbol, and I'm just going to erase that information real quick. Let's just go ahead and erase that inequality symbol and fix it. So in order to fix it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to flip. And I'm going to change colors real quick. Flip that inequality the other direction. So negative 2 is greater than negative 3. This is a true statement. So whenever you're dividing an inequality by a negative number, or whenever you're multiplying an inequality by a negative number, such as negative 2 here, you're going to flip that inequality symbol. Let's try another one. We're actually going to multiply this time just to see how it works out. So this time we're going to take the values 3, and I'm going to say 3 is greater than 2. So that makes sense. 3 is greater than 2. And now I'm going to multiply this information by a negative number. And let's just keep it simple. So I'm going to actually multiply. This time I'm going to multiply by negative 1. So if I multiply this side by negative 1, I've got to do it to the other side. So multiply by negative 1, multiply by negative 1. So 3 times negative 1 will give me negative 3. And 2 times negative 1 will give me negative 2. Well, we already know from the previous statement that negative 3 is not greater than negative 2. It's less than. So whenever you're multiplying by a negative number, again, I want to change that color real quick. Remember to flip that inequality symbol. So negative 3, and I want to change colors one last time. Negative 3 is less than negative 2. Cool stuff. I'll see you in another video.